So Willie and Korie Robertson are not new names by any means. They are part of the show, like a huge part of the show, Duck Dynasty, which I'm sure that you've heard of. If you haven't already, you should definitely check it out. It is truly a classic. My husband absolutely loves it. They recently helped found and like develop the new entertainment distributing company, EKKL Entertainment, which we talked about in our past interview. So definitely check that one out with co-founder Michael Scott. And they're also executive producing a new film called Elijah Peel about the rock star at the top of his game, coming basically like kind of falling to rock bottom and coming to know Jesus through this really sweet little girl who has a terminal illness. So it looks really good. It's releasing in August, but I got to talk briefly with Willie and Korie about their expectations and goals for EKKL Entertainment and Elijah Peel. So check that out now. Well, thank you guys so much for chatting with me today, and congratulations on the new release of EKKL Entertainment. It's super exciting. So to start off, can you tell me like how did you guys get involved with EKKL and what are your personal goals for EKKL?
Well, thanks so much. We are very excited to be launching Echo. So after we did our show, Duck Dynasty, we just were really struck by how entertainment is shaping our culture. And we felt like we wanted to be involved in that in a bigger way. And so we've done that through movies and podcasting and all that. And so Echo was just kind of a great natural extension of all that, bringing it all together series, movies, podcasts, all the things that, all of us are watching and consuming, but put it in one big platform that you can trust that feels like it matches the values that we have and that people who kind of follow what we do have as well. And so we're excited to be doing that through Echo.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're also executive producing a film that EKKL is releasing in August called Elijah Peel, which is based on a true story. So can you tell me a little about that project and why it kind of spoke to you guys, why you chose to help out?
Yeah, I think, we've always been storytellers. I think Duck Dynasty was a series of stories that we would tell about our family. And then when we moved into the movie The Blind, tell our own family story about my parents. And so, again, we saw how powerful that can be. And so, uh, anytime we see a story that can reflect, the fruits of the spirit or God's love. But when we see that in an impactful way, we're always interested. And Elijah Peel was that for sure. A little bit similar to the blind, where we're kind of the fall, which I think we all have those times in our life when we fall down and how do we get back up? And I think it's more of a modern story of that about redemption and coming through and then getting help in
Mhm.
surprising places, which Elijah did. So yeah, that's why we got involved because we just feel like it's a great story
Yeah.
to put out there that can help people.
Yeah. One thing I love about it is Phil's story, our family story. Phil was like at rock bottom. He was like at his worst, broke, living in the woods. Elijah was at the top of his game. He was
Mhm.
Elijah Pill in this moment was at the top of his game. Had all the fame, all the success, but realized like that actually was meaningless as well,
Mhm.
unless you know Christ. Either way, either end of the spectrum is meaningless without the hope of Jesus.
Yeah, that's a story I think that just resounds for throughout generations. So that's really awesome. Speaking of Christianity, like in film, you were both prominent Christians in entertainment before that was as common, I think, as it is today. And it seems that there are more and more celebrities and prominent figures proclaiming their faith, and faith-based entertainment is really improving and becoming more popular. So, what excites you guys the most about this development in entertainment?
Well, I think one, there are people who are coming to faith as a new faith. And so I think, people that are actors or in the business or, they want to they want to share their faith in that way, is to do what they do professionally for that. And then also, I think that, um, you know, there's profitability, there's excitement, there's a
Mhm.
lot of viewership in more wholesome things and things
Mhm.
that specifically talk about the Lord and faith. And so that's going to pull people in as well. You kind of go where people are watching. And so I think that that's happened. I think that the stuff has improved a lot. Even the faith based films and other things have improved a lot. Podcasting is huge. And
Mhm.
so, yeah. And so you can push with podcasting. So yeah, I mean, this project of bringing all this together to have a good space, because there's a lot of other platforms out there that aren't necessarily faith
Yeah.
at all. And so I think there was definitely a gap there, where we could fill that in.
Yeah, I was thinking about how when Duck Dynasty first came on the scene, I remember thinking like, "Oh, people are looking for something like this." Yes, our show was fun and funny and all that and it was fun to make, but even more than that, I think it was like, oh, it was refreshing. Like people were like, "Wow, like we wanted something that feels wholesome, that feels like the whole family can watch together, that honors God, that sits around and has a prayer at the dinner table." And I feel like it was a moment in our kind of like entertainment history where people were like, "Oh, that's what we wanted," you know? And so
Yeah.
we hope that's what EKKL is gonna be for people. They're like, "Oh, this is what we were looking for, a place that can feel wholesome and refreshing and uplifting to culture." And so that's what we're hoping to provide with EKKL.
Yeah, well, awesome. Congratulations again. Thank you for chatting with me, and good luck with the release. I am really excited to see what comes next.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Nice
much.
talking to you.